Alright, I've been trying to get to this video all day, but other videos and stuff been coming up. But yeah, some rumors on the street that Takeoff got beat up by little baby's goons. I mean, we heard earlier this year, but there was no footage that Offset got beat up by little baby goons as well. They both are part of quality control. One of my subs told me that she heard about it from one of her friends that work at Baker Square. So we're gonna talk about that first, but also if you hang around, we'll talk about what Snoop Dogg basically saying that Eminem's not in his top 10 and gave a reason why. So make sure you check out our music entertainment playlist. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Appreciate the love, support. Just keep sharing the videos, and I keep putting it down the best way I know how. And that's that Detroit way. But yeah, basically what they said what happened was that they beat him up in retaliation. The rumor is allegedly Lil Baby Goons allegedly beat Takeoff up because of the lawsuit against quality control. Now, Takeoff is usually the calm one. He usually the cool one. He ain't never trying to do too much. You know, other than the situation they had on the red carpet with Joe Budden and DJ Academics, you know, I wasn't left for a bad and bougie, but, you know, obviously I think his album was better than Quavo's album. I think Offset probably had the best one individually. And we know the Migos are suing quality control basically for conflict of interest. They shared an attorney who didn't operate in good faith towards the Migos. They operated in good faith towards quality control record label. Also saying that Quality Control was doing nothing as a record label and still getting paid and getting it cut. I think they are signing Capitol and maybe Motown Records as well too. And basically the lawyer finessed them out of millions of dollars, they're saying, allegedly. And also the lawyers basically operated in good faith for Quality Control. So they suing them. I'm pretty sure Quality Control, their president, they got a hell of a clientele list. I mean, it can rival TDE's, and they got some excellent artists over there overall. But you know, other than that, he came out and addressed it, so we'll see how it happens. I'm pretty sure they probably trying to leave quality control, and already you obviously know they got rid of the lawyers' services. So, you know, basically what they saying is they seen some of his goons, Lil Baby allegedly seen Takeoff's, you know, I guess out in traffic, and they put the Beast by Dre on him, you know what I'm saying? And obviously we seen that the little rapper over there, Lil Marlo, he got killed. And usually Atlanta is already known for unity. They used to be like kind of what New York was. You know, if you was from Queens, you help people from Queens. You from Brooklyn, you help rappers from Brooklyn. You know, Big Big Daddy Kane. I think he toured, Jay toured with Big Daddy Kane as well too. You know, you from Long Staten Island, even though they was beefing Park Hill, they over here, the Staples, whatever. They all came together. They helped each other get off the island and make a lot of money. So people from Jersey, usually stick with people from Jersey. So, you know, you was always used to the East Coast having camaraderie, but obviously 50 Cent broke that shit up. And Jay-Z also breaking up Rockefeller helped destroy New York rap music. And with Atlanta, could this kind of be the turning point where Atlanta is starting to implode? See, so all great dynasties have to come to an end. You know, you had all these dynasties over there in China, was the Ming dynasties. You had all these great leaders and rulers in the Middle East and in Europe. And, you know, you had all these great rulers. And they were so strong and so hard. If you want to relate to sports, you had Jordan. Whoever thought the 6 rings or the 3 piece was going to end? Whoever thought Bird and Magic was going to end? I mean, when is Tom Brady shit going to end? You know, in music, everybody thought it was just going to be the East Coast throughout the 80s. The West came and made it competitive. They bounced it out. Outkast poked their head in there for a minute. Well, for a minute. They really kind of opened the door for Atlanta, Jeezy, Lil Baby, T.I., Gucci. They kind of opened the door for Atlanta to get where they at. But at the end of the day, all great things, all good things, all bad things, terrible, and everything in between have to come to an end. So is this kind of the beginning of we gonna be like, hey, that's why Atlanta kind of fell off from rap. You know what I'm saying? They kind of start beefing amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? And it can be that type of situation. You know, at the end of the day, for they sense hope. Now it took a lot for them to get Jive and, you know, Def Jam Records to really, you know, put, you know, record labels buildings down there, because all the labels was on the east, and then in LA at one point, that's where all the record labels really was at. And to get them labels down south, it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of them dudes like 8-Ball, MJG, UGK, 3-6 Mafia. It took a lot of those old rap groups that had to endure the grunt of that bull jive. Oh, y'all ain't good enough. You know, Master P, Baby and Cash Money, No Limit, they had to really endure Scarface, the whole Paul Wall, Lil Cooper, Chamillionaire, you know, all them dudes. They had to endure, oh, y'all not good enough, the Slim Thugs. And finally, they not only when they got their foot in the door of the South, they kicked it down and they started to dominate. You feel what I'm saying? They started to really dominate the game. So do they really want to throw that away? All that hard work, it wasn't just, oh, Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, you know, Outkast, you know, it just, they wasn't doing it. It's a collective effort. Outkast had to pass the baton to trap music. Now trap music passing the baton to Future and they mumble music. So if Atlanta and down south want to continue to keep that tiki torch burning, they got to stop the bullshit. Somebody just lost their life over some shit we don't know about. So at the end of the day, they need to keep working together. You know what I'm saying? They need to keep working together. And I'm not saying this, I'm not a fan of all they rap. I was a huge fan of everything trap music and back. But, you know, I always want to see brothers get money and not fight amongst each other. And that's just our issues. Now, this is alleged, but I've got this from one of my subs, and she's saying whoop-de-whoop. And then I read it a little bit like whoop-de-whoop, but it's not really out there like that. You know, so if anybody's seen it, obviously somebody was an eyewitness to it. They also witnessed Offset get beat down. So, to be honest, and I've always said this, get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? You can come back to Atlanta and still help and still supply the hood, but ain't nothing good living in your hometown. Even if it's laid out like Atlanta, you want to move to Stone Mountain, to Lawrenceville, just get out of Georgia, move somewhere else, spread your wings somewhere else, and then what kind of things die down, your career die down, go back to the crib, because there's too many of the young brothers down in their hood. Nipsey, Jimmy Wapo, Lil Snoop, we can keep going on and on. Sometimes you just got to move out and better yourself, because the hood is a crab in the bucket mentality. But is this all over a lawsuit? So, you know, and people saying, oh, this little baby affiliates, and it couldn't be. Remember, y'all supposed to beat up the Detroit rapper TJ6 or whatever his name is, and you know they were supposed to have ran him out the mall, but he said it wasn't him. You know, so, and they allegedly beat up Offset. So, well, everything I hear, little baby with the shit. You know what I'm saying? If he putting hands, feet, knees, and toes and elbows on dudes, you know, and he beating up the Migos like this, and all you got to ask is, where's his Draco? Draco, Bad, and Bougie. You know, y'all getting beat up like this. Come on, where the Goons at? Where the Traps at? Where the Straps at? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, if he beating them up because they suing quality control, I mean, you know, that's their business. And I had a few people in Atlanta say that the Migos are jealous because Lil Baby taking all the shine and taking up all the money. And he is shining. And what they got to understand is this, and I ain't want to talk this long on it. What they got to understand is this: if this alleged, true, false, real, trill, whatever adjective you want to roll with, what they got to understand is this: in rap, you have it's an anomaly. You get somebody with a Jay-Z tenure in rap or LL Cool J tenure in rap. LL 80s, 90s, early 2000s, Jay-Z's mid 90s, 2000s, 10s, and he's still trying to remain relevant musically wise in 2020 if he come out with something else. It's hard for you to stay relevant for 5 to 10 years. Drake is able to stay relevant because he always using people pens and stealing niggas beats. All right, it's hard. It's usually a small span in rap. Rap is not like rock with Aerosmith and all them rock bands that was good. Bon Jovi, that generations of a household can appreciate their music. Rap ages like a banana. Rap can be, you know, trap music, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden it can change to, you know, mumble music. And then you don't even know where else style is gonna go to. You know what I'm saying? So the Migos can say they innovated the style, they created the style, they perfected the style, but at the end of the day, rap changes like Michigan weather. Today it's hot, tomorrow it can be freaking snowing for all I know. So what they gotta understand is it's a small window that most rap groups got. The exceptional rappers, even some of the best rappers, didn't have long tenures like that. That could be because of the record label, bad contracts, or whatever it may be. Nobody bats 1,000. Nobody bets perfect in rap. Rap comes to an end. Nicki Minaj was every female's favorite rapper at some point. At some point, you blink, it's Cardi B. You blink, it's City Girls. And City Girls run like it's over with. Now it's Megan. Rap changes very, very quickly. And it's not something that you should retire off of, especially if you're not stacking your money. You got to use your rap fame like Rihanna used her R&B fame to be the highest grossing female artist out there or in entertainment because she invested her money in modeling and different business ventures. So the Migos got to prepare to say, you know what, our time in rap could be gone. It's time for us to venture off to movies, TV shows, producing music, becoming A&Rs. And I know Offset, he said he got real estate. It's time to get ready to make that transition. Rap is something that you can't spend 20 years in doing it, just rapping. A&R, producing, managing, that's how you make the transition to music. You know what I'm saying? How many rappers that's had a really a 5 or 10 album run? It's not too many. So hopefully, they're able to square this off. I hate to see we brothers beefing. If this is true during these times, we need to be galvanizing each other. But let's talk about Snoop. And I wasn't even trying to go on that long. Snoop basically gave his reasoning why Eminem not in his top 10, and basically said if it wasn't for Dre, he wouldn't be where he was at. All right, he said Dre got the most of Eminem, and basically he said before Dre got his hands on Eminem, white rappers wasn't respected, but you did have the Beastie Boys, Brass Monkey, but I think somebody else wrote their stuff. So, and they wasn't universally, they were seen like as pop rap at the time. They weren't seen as that hard shit like KRS-One and Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, but or Wu-Tang. But he basically said that, in his opinion, that the guys I named, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, KRS-One, Eminem not fucking with him. He not in a top 10, and he not a top 10 lyricist. And I've been saying that, bro. His music aged very, very badly. If he played DMX, imagine DMX saying, "We right here, we not going." Eminem play, "This looks like a job for me." Not everybody. People gonna be like, "Oh my God, you heard?" Hell no, man. His music is aged old. And when you look at it, we was teenagers, and some of us was kids or adults. We look back at it, man. I ain't still hopped in the car with a motherfucker yet. Lyft, Uber, or drove on 7 Mile or Belle Isle or nothing like that, or drove downtown, which is kind of a ghost town right now. And somebody play Eminem. Nobody. I ain't seen no chicks in the crib saying put some Eminem on. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he right. Eminem not in my top 10. Once I opened my eyes and I woke up and I kind of looked at rap, like, he lucky to be in my top 50, my top 25. He a good artist, he did really, really good. He knocked down some doors for Post Malone and those guys. But when you look at his music, it just didn't age well. It just didn't. And then Snoop got every right to have his opinion. I agree with Snoop. And Snoop was, he liked Eminem. But you got to understand where Snoop grew up at and what era he grew up in. He grew up in the beginning of the rap. Curtis Blow, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Chuck D. And a lot of times when you pick it, when music resonate with you and you got your favorite rap artists, your favorite R&B artists, rap groups, pop rappers, a lot of the time it's a little bit different because you kind of make the connection with a good time. Like you going to block parties, you listen to These Are the Breaks, break it up. A lot of times when you go back and listen to music, it resonates a great time in your life, or it resonates a period in your life that you want to remember. So to you, that's the best shit that ever came out in your ear. Now somebody else may listen to it and say, "This sound old, this is garbage, this, that, and the third." But to you, it's great. And I appreciate the beginning of the rap. I respect rap enough to go back and learn about the MCs that came before us. How can you be better than somebody who laid the groundwork? How can you be better than an innovator? You know what I'm saying? And he said Big Daddy Kane, phenomenal lyricist. Or Rakim, phenomenal lyricist. He worked with Dr. Dre too. People forget that towards the end of his career. KRS-One, knowledge. Love gonna get you. Love, the bridge is over. So you go on. So that's just what he grew up in. A lot of people gonna take offense, but he ain't in my top 10 either. Ice Cube, he mentioned, yeah, Ice Cube in my top 10. LL, he mentioned him. He in my top 10. Just the longevity and just everything they done. Their pens were great. They made monumental music. Everything Drake doing, LL had to crawl and get beat down for it. But a lot of these dudes will say, "Oh, Wayne is this and this guy," but you don't understand your history of rap. I understand the history. I studied it. I could be a hip hop professor damn near. I understand Snoop got the right to talk. Snoop had one of the greatest debuts of all time, Doggy Style. That whole unskippable. Great album. So that's his opinion on it, man. And I ain't knocking him. If you want to say Eminem top 10, I don't care. I don't care to even battle people about their opinion no more, because a lot of people do shit for shock value. A lot of people try to tell me about rap, but they can't even tell you the elements about rap. They can't even tell you you know, how rap started. They can't even tell you nothing about Big Daddy Kane, Curtis Blow, the Sugar Hill Gang. You can't tell you nothing about Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. I mean, you can just keep going on and on. How, you know, gangster rap got started with Schoolie D and Ice-T brought it to the West Coast. I've studied it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've studied it, man. And I have my favorite rappers and guys that I like to lean towards, and that's just my opinion. All this is opinionated. It's not factual. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the Migos Takeoff thing. You heard something? You seen something? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what Snoop said about Eminem. This looked like a good job for me, and everybody just bouncing me, and we. You know, can't believe we used to like that shit, man. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate that love, support. Best way to donate if you haven't subscribed, commented, bell icon, thumbs up. I've been doing a lot of videos today, man. I'm ready to watch some NBA. Best way to do that is to share the video. But my Cash App is CJGood313. PayPal link in the description. Cash App information there. But hey, I just asked for you to share the video, screen record it, share it on social media. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. If you're interested in my Detroit channel, check it out. Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. One time for the one time. Again, we gonna